Good afternoon, this is Mr. Coleman with your latest video in the series Maths Revision Outside the Classroom. This is video number 17. It's entitled Factorising. Let's start with factorising simple expressions such as 4x minus 2. Here 2 is the common factor. We write the 2 outside a bracket because 2 goes into 4 and 2 goes into 2. So 2 goes outside the bracket. Inside the bracket we say what do we multiply 2 by to get 4x minus 2. Of course it's going to be 2x minus 1. So the answer is 2, open bracket, 2x minus 1, close bracket. Now let's consider we have the expression x squared plus x. Here there's no common number but there's a common letter, x. So we put the x outside the bracket and inside we'll put x plus 1 because x multiplied by x gives us x squared and x multiplied by 1 gives us x. Now suppose we've got x cubed minus 2x squared. This time the common factor is the lowest power of x, which is x squared. Then inside we'll go x minus 2. X times x squared times x is x cubed, and x squared times minus 2 is minus 2x squared. Sometimes there's a number and a letter common. For instance, you might have 7p minus 14p squared. 7 is the common number, p is the common letter. So 7p goes outside the bracket, and inside will go 1 minus 2p, because 7p times 1 is 7p, and 7p times minus 2p is minus 14p squared. Similarly, if you've got 8x minus 12x squared, then the common number is 4 and the common letter is x, so you've got 4x outside. Inside the bracket you've got 2, because 4x times 2 is 8x, and minus 3x, because 4x times minus 3x is minus 12x squared. Now let's go on to quadratic expressions. These have got x squareds, x's and number terms usually. For instance, x squared plus 5x plus 4. Here we have two brackets. X at the start of each bracket, because x times x gives you x squared. And then we need two numbers which multiply to make the end number 4 and add to make the middle number 5. Those two numbers would be 4 and 1. So it would be x plus 4 times x plus 1. Because x plus 4 times x plus 1, when multiplied out, gives you x squared plus x plus 4x plus 4, or x squared plus 5x plus 4, which is what we needed. Let's consider another one. Suppose we have x squared minus 49. Here we have two numbers, x at the front of each, in the two brackets, x at the front of each. We want two numbers which times to make 49 and add up to make 0, because there's no x's. So this time it would be 7 and 7. And the signs would be plus and minus because we want to make minus 49. So it would be x plus 7 times x minus 7, which multiplies out to give x squared minus 7x plus 7x minus 49. Now let us consider x squared minus 7x plus 12. X at the start of each bracket, two numbers which multiply to give 12 and add up to give minus 7. Clearly these two numbers must be minus 3 and minus 4, because minus 3 multiplied by minus 4 gives us plus 12, and minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7. So the two brackets are x minus 3, x minus 4. Let's look at x squared minus 4x plus 3. This time we want two numbers which multiply to give 3 and add up to give minus 4. They must be minus 3 and minus 1, because minus 3 multiplied by minus 1 gives you plus 3, and minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. So x minus 3, x minus 1 is the answer. Now consider x squared plus 2x minus 15. Two numbers which multiply to give minus 15 and add up to give plus 2. These will be 5 and minus 3. So our answer is x plus 5, x minus 3. Because plus 5 times minus 3 gives you minus 15, and plus 5 minus 3 gives you 2. Now consider x squared minus x minus 6. This time our two numbers must multiply to give minus 6 and add up to give 1. they would be minus, I'd have to give minus 1, sorry. So this time they would be minus 3 and plus 2, because minus 3 times plus 2 is minus 6, and minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. So it would be x minus 3, x plus 2. If you were asked to actually solve the equation x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0, you would factorize first to get x minus 3, x plus 2, and then you would make each bracket equal to 0. X minus 3 equals 0 gives you x equals 3, and x plus 2 equals 0 gives you x equals minus 2. And those would be your two solutions. So that's a look at factorising, including quadratics. Now's your time to go away and practice. Until the next time, goodbye.